Well, hello everyone in the YouTube community. Welcome to Lightroom Live. It's Tuesday night. Um, yeah, things are crazy around here tonight. Let me know where you're watching from. If you can hear me just fine, if you can see me just fine too, that would be great. And we're gonna try to get right into it. I hope everybody's having a good week. Mine is busy as all get out. But I missed last week, so I figured I got to get on here, get some photos done. And while I'm speaking of that, some of you got photos emailed to you today. Most of you did not, though, because, like a moron, I deleted a bunch of old emails from the submissions account to make room because I was literally taking up about 30 gigabytes of space. So, there's a group of people that I will need you to re-email submissions at scalebuildersguild.com so you can get your photos from me. Those people are the following: Andy C., Ben McBride, Dale Stanfill, Daniel Baggett, Gary Underwood, General Hobbies, J. King RC, Joel Hull, Mark Cargill, Nathan Diakov, No Context, Rusty Thomas, Ryan McKinstry, I already sent you yours, so you're okay. Sam Cyanide, and Scale Metal Supplies. All of those people, please send me an email at submissions at scalebuildersguild.com so I can email your corrected photo back to you. That's what this show is all about, by the way. If you haven't already hit the like button and you're not familiar with Lightroom Live, it's where I take your photos, submissions at scalebuildersguild.com. Just send me an email. Raw photos are great. High-res JPEGs are also good. I bring them into Adobe Lightroom, which we're going to get into very shortly. I do a little color correction on them, and I send them back to you. You can use them for your desktop picture or on your Instagram or any of those other things. Josh, I must have sent you yours back. In fact, I'm sure I did. But if you didn't get it, I've probably already deleted it. No, I'll get it to you. That's no problem. All right. So that's it. If you're on that list, please send me an email right away and I will get them back to you ASAP. All right. Hope everyone's good tonight. And let's jump right in. Let's do some application switching. Here we go. Let's start off tonight with Video's, which I bet you it doesn't look like this anymore. Video's Deadbolt. This is in Utah. I can just tell by looking at it, and I know where Wes lives. So there you go. Head over to our Develop tab here, and let's see what we can do with this photo. He's got an interesting looking driver in there. He's got some hair. Otherwise, it looks like a pretty much stock SCX-10 II Deadbolt. So, here we go. What are we going to do first? I don't even remember how to use this program. It's been so long. I'm going to warm it up a little bit. I'm going to pull our exposure down just a touch. Maybe bring our highlights back up a little bit. And our shadows. And then we can lower our exposure again a little bit. Black's feeling pretty good. Might raise them up a little bit just to do something a little bit different. Texture for sure, and a little bit of clarity. I feel like even though Utah's got a lot of sky, and you can see a lot of it because there's not a lot of tall buildings, I almost feel like we could give it a bit of a crop. But I'm not going to do an original. I'm just going to kind of keep that framing left and right and just pull that down just a little bit. Just that much. There we go. What else are we going to do here? I'm just going to check the comments. Phoenix RC Crawler, send me an email. Let me know which one that was. I do my best to keep track of all of them. Sometimes one or two might get lost in the shuffle. It's my dog running around like a crazy person. And yeah, That's it. That's all I got for you. This is the wife's first trip with that truck. Right on. Is that what your wife looks like? Does she wear a lot of ball caps? Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Cool. Excellent. All right. Moving on. Let's bring up our vibrance a little bit. I'm going to text her because that's a little loud. She'll probably get mad at me, though. All right. Let's desatch. Let's do a little desatch on this one. Let's make it a little bit faded out. And let's go back into our saturation levels, though, and pull up orange and yellow. We're going to leave everything else a little bit desaturated. That's the Joe Exotic head. I hope she doesn't look like him. Yeah, I hope so too. All right. I'm going to go into my mids here. I'm just going to play around with a little bit of warmth. And then shadows, I'm going to do the same thing, just so there's a bit more of that tinge. Not a lot in the shadows, so I'm going to try to keep it sort of towards the greens there. And I feel like we could definitely add a vignette. Say a medium one there. Now let's go into our greens again. Maybe we'll change the hue up on that a little bit. Make it a little bit more affected by the sun that way. Hey, Quack RC, thanks for the $5. Hey, man, great to see another Lightroom Live. Always enjoy it. The Haas video today was awesome, man. As always, great work. Thank you very much. More people should go watch that video because while it isn't scale accurate in any way, shape, or form, I was pretty happy with that cut and that footage. Not easy to film fast-moving vehicles by yourself. So I'm driving, filming, and running in the woods all by myself. Hopefully nobody sees me when I do that. Yeah. But it was super fun, and it's a nice video. Definitely one you should consider checking out. So we're going to do a sky cloud snap on that, just to give that sky some super drama, which I think looks pretty awesome. And yeah, I wonder how that looks from before and after. Wow, that's pretty significant. Let's go full screen on that for a moment. Before, after. Damn, son! That looks amazing. Pretty happy with that one, actually. It's a pretty simple correction. Before, after. But sometimes, like I've said before, I say it a lot, actually, on this show. You don't need to do a crazy correction sometimes to make a really big difference. Photography has so many great values built into a photo. And if you can just affect a few of those things, you can make a very big difference. She says, very nice. All right, I will take it. I like it. That's good. The wife's seal of approval. Awesome. All right. There we go. Thank you very much, Wes, for that submission. Much appreciated. All right, let's move on to Andreas Nadermeyer's photo, which was the thumbnail photo for this week. Nice looking, which one is this? Trail Runner? Trail Runner. Element RC Trail Runner. He's got some cool graphics on the front of the hood there. IFS, as you know. Nice looking location. Kept everything pretty scale accurate. Love the trail that's already been sort of carved out by a bunch of other drivers. That looks really great. That's a nice photo. Thank you very much for the submission, Andreas. All right. White balance as is. I kind of like where it's at. I think what we'll do is we'll actually start with texture and clarity. Oh, I like how that brings that truck to some serious shine. Let's pull our highlights down a little bit, but bring our shadows back up. Keep our whites where they are. I like our black levels too. It's looking pretty good. It's the Trail Runner by Hemistorm. Oh, was this the giveaway truck? Very cool. It is the Hemistorm one. Trail Runner. Hello, Hemistorm. Thanks for watching. It's my terrible Chris impression. I murder his accent every time. Partially on purpose. All right. We're not going to ruin... Ooh, I kind of like this. I kind of like this California Gold. I've used this before for a couple of my photos. Most recently, the Axial Gladiator. It's a nice one. There's also, in terms of presets, where is it? Warm Shadows is also a nice one too. So let's either Warm Shadows. That one's kind of neat as well. A cool matte. Well, hey, I mean, I'm a pretty cool matte too. All the kids think so anyway. No, let's do that Chris Orwell California Gold. I think that's a good place to sit. Really like what it's doing there. But let's get a brush in here. And we'll make it a... Which one should we make it here? Exposure. We'll do an exposure brush. And I'm just going to pull up the truck a little bit. And that's just like 0.28. You can see like how extreme you can go. Even 0.55 is too much. Maybe a 0.20. That's probably enough. Does he do a Texas accent? No, I'm not going to try that either. All right, so that's feeling pretty good. Maybe even in that we'll raise up our shadows just a touch. Pull our whites back down and give that even a little more texture as well. But no more clarity. Just leave that where it is. Just a touch of saturation too. Thanks, Eric. Very much appreciated. Let's do a grad in this corner here, and we'll make that one a shadows. And we'll just pull that down a little bit. That way your eye gets drawn into the center of the frame. I do very much, speaking of frame, I do very much like the framing on this photo. I think it looks pretty good. It's all very, very nice. And then I think we'll do one more adjustment brush for our rock here, just on the sort of the foreground. And that's going to be an exposure one too, but we will bring up the shadows a little tiny bit, because I feel like we got this nice sun coming in from this side and kind of want to accentuate that a little bit. Otherwise, I think that's looking pretty good. Just tossed a little more saturation at that rock too. And you know what? Since I'm here, a little texture as well. There we go. That's feeling pretty cool. I really like how that's looking overall. Let's go full screen, because it always looks better when you can see the whole thing. Before, man, what a difference after. That looks awesome. Before, after. Yes, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Cheers. Andy Niedermeyer, that looks amazing. Thank you so much for submitting that photo, and congratulations on winning that truck. That's a pretty big deal. It's nice to have a Hemistorm original. I've got a couple of his painted bodies as well for trucks of mine. All right. If you've never participated in this show before, it's Lightroom Live, submissions at scalebuildersguild.com. I'm going to keep doing this show for a little while. There's a lot of photos in the queue. I'm trying to make quick work of them. We're getting there. So yeah, let's move on to another one. This one from Dale Chrisman of a Vanquish VS410. Hey, he's got some Scale Builders Guild bumper stickers. And I can't read that one. I don't remember what it is. Shoot. Darn it. Anyway, he's also got the Josh Smells license plate, which always makes me chuckle. Great shot, though. Wow, that is super cool. I love all the mist. The foreground is really nice and done in focus. And that background is super cool. Great photo, Dale. Thank you for your submission. I'm going to start with just a tiny crop, just to sort of get our rule of thirds working a little bit better for us there. A little bit more effort so we get a little more interest on that background. I mean, the truck obviously is going to be the main thing in this, but we can definitely do some fun stuff with this, I think. This is going to be a cool one. Yeah, it's like a horror movie setting. You said it totally right, Balding Toski. But that is a cool shot. Very, very cool. All right. I think we'll leave it kind of neutral here in terms of our tint. But I feel like we can pull our exposure down a little bit here, and we'll play with shadows and highlights and stuff. I'm going to pull the shadows up a little bit. Get our whites balanced out a little bit as well. Highlights feel pretty good. Definitely going to get a little bit of texture, but not too much, because we don't want to lose that haze that we've got, that natural haze of the mist. So we can pull a little clarity in. That's cool. And then we're going to amp up our vibrance and our overall saturation, because now you can start to see that blue coming in into that haze back there. Maybe we'll do a foreground grad to like there, and we'll make it a shadows one. That way we get a little more detail interest in the front there. Big Red Bitch, no tentative date. I know I keep saying spring, and spring is rapidly approaching. March has been such a write-off in terms of me doing anything. I don't know that. I don't know if I'm gonna meet that goal. I'll do my best. I have to be creative though, because I haven't really been giving much thought to any of those bumper stickers at all. Okay, I'm gonna pull in a new grad here at the top, and we're gonna make this one Sky Drama. And I'm gonna really amp up our saturation there. That's feeling pretty cool. Maybe even lower our exposure a little bit too. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Okay, let's look at our saturation on yellow here. Bring a little bit more in there, and I'm going to adjust our luminance up as well so that yellow kind of pops a bit more, as you can see. And then saturation on orange, which isn't going to affect the truck very much. It's more about getting some of these background details to really pop. Get some green going in there too. And then I feel like we could hit this with a pretty heavy vignette. Well, maybe medium actually. We'll go medium on this one. I think that's looking pretty neat. Let's see full screen. Wow. Before, after. It does look like BC. I think I have map data, but I'm not going to share that. I'll look it up afterwards. But that looks pretty cool, man. I'm pretty stoked with how that one's looking. You know what? Before we finish, let's color grade a little bit here. Get a little more moody. Yeah, I feel like if we swing it towards these blues over here, we're picking up a little bit of blue in the rims too, which is cool because it's there. But we're also getting it everywhere else too. That looks pretty good. Just gonna do a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's the winner right there. All right, before and after. Sick. That's cool, man. Thanks, Dale. Very, very, very nice. I'm pretty pleased with that photo. Thank you for your submission. It's pretty rad. Yeah, definitely. But he'd be doing the Bigfoot walk. Ah, so good. So good. All right. Hey, look, another Dale Chrisman photo. What are the odds of that? It's like 1 in 85. Or 2 in 85. Another nice photo. Looks another like BC style rainforest photo. Very nice. We're going to give it a bit of a crop there. Get rid of some of our foreground. More Vanquish wheels on a SCX-10 or Wraith 1.9, I mean. Do I do this sort of thing for my job? Not really, no. I'm a film editor. I do a little bit of color correction in my job, but it's mostly editing that I do there. Photo editing is just purely a hobby. What's he got back there? Oh, that's a cool way to use trailing arms. Very interesting. I can dig it. That's pretty cool. Let's go a little warmer with this one. And we'll try to do sort of like an opposite of the other photo. I feel like exposure's pretty good. Bring our highlights down a little bit. Definitely amp up our texture and a little bit of clarity too. Just a touch of clarity though, not as much as I'd normally go. Flex Friday is now Flex Tuesday. You got it, Jesse. 100%. Okay, let's maybe tint a little bit towards green and amp up our vibrance and our saturation. That's feeling pretty good so far. And saturation, I'm going to try going a little bit greener overall. You can see that there. Orange is pretty orange. Let's pull some more blue in there. It'll come in the rocks. And we'll get a little purple going in there too, maybe even magenta will pop out as well. Now let's do a grad. And we'll go less sharp to kind of give you the appearance of depth, even more depth. And within that, maybe we'll try enhance trees. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's feeling pretty cool. We'll do another, finish that grad off, and then we'll do another vignette on this one, medium vignette. And I don't know, I think that might be all I want to do there, if I'm honest. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that. My full-time job is full enough already without adding another thing onto it. But I get a lot of my inspiration and tips from my job because I do work with some professional colorists whose only job it is to color and do this sort of stuff on moving footage. So, you know, it's sort of the same thing in a way, I guess. But there you go. Let's look at that before and after. I like that. That's pretty cool. You still get some of the haze back there and some light rays coming in from the top. Yeah, that's pretty great. Another nice photo. Thanks, Dale. Much appreciated. Let's move on and do another one. This one's from MNRC Killer. which I have to believe is Minnesota. I don't know, maybe. Traxxas TRX4 with some aftermarket wheels and tires, nice looking Blazer. I presume he wants to keep this sign, so we're going to keep that. We are going to do a little bit of a crop, though. Maybe we'll try to make it a little more dramatic. Somehow. Some way, somehow. I'm going to pull in a grad first and get some sky in there. That's the enhanced trees, but if we do sky warm? No, that's not the way I want to go. Sky drama, maybe. I don't even like that one. You know what? I'm going to use that enhanced trees because I actually felt the most natural. So we'll keep that one. 5T Badger. You can send photos to submissions@scalebuildersguild.com. And I'll get to them at some point. Let's do a little exposure brush on our truck here. It is definitely in shadow a fair bit. We'll raise those shadows, not that much, idiot. I'm gonna go somewhere in there probably. There's not a lot of info for a big photo. The truck isn't very big in the frame. I'm gonna extend it out here a little bit more. Pull the saturation down a touch. Yeah, it's not really holding up very well. Maybe it isn't a big photo. Is MNRC Killer in here? I don't think so. I didn't see him there. Okay, let's start there. This one's definitely a challenging photo. A little bit of texture, and we'll pop in some clarity. That helps a little bit, huh? Let's go down to our luminance slider here. See if we can get that red to be a little more natural. Feels like it's oversaturated, so I'm going to pull that back a little tiny bit. Somewhere in there. Bring up our orange, which helps those rocks. Same thing with yellow. That's looking kind of neat. Just looking through some of my presets here, see if there's anything that'll really kind of help this one out a bit. This one's a little difficult because the truck isn't a big part of the frame, and that's something that I think we can kind of use as a lesson. If you're going to shoot a tiny truck, you need to get closer than this. Like if you were taking a picture of your real truck, it wouldn't be from this far away. You'd want to have it close so you could see some of the details of it. So something to keep in mind for sure. I kind of feel like the correction we've got on there is working pretty well. I'm not seeing a preset that I would say is any better or any worse. So let's take a look full screen for a moment there. Before and after, I think we definitely helped the truck. Yeah, it's not as big a photo as I thought it was. Anyway, it still looks pretty good, and I think we've definitely made an improvement. Before, after. So, thank you, MNRC Killer. Much appreciated for that submission. Here's one from Irakis Lugaris of, that's an MST. I'm getting pretty good at this. I'll accept this tire mounting pattern. As you all know, I have a very finicky idea of which pattern works best with the Wrangler MTR. I prefer the wider lugs on the outside, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Hello, RC Patina Guy. How are you, my friend? I got to get you to do a body, I think. I've got too many Lexan bodies sitting around, and I need somebody to help me paint them all. And I'm pretty sure Moose Jaw's booked for the next eternity with Josh's projects. So I'll send you something if you're game. I'll pay you, obviously. That's how this works. People exchange money for goods and services. Let's see what we can do with this photo. It's a little hot in terms of its exposure. So let's pull that down. And instantly, a big difference already. Get those highlights down a little bit too. I already feel like this is going to be better. Really, Matt? What? I don't understand. What's the question? Boogiear, hi buddy, how are you? Let's get our shadows down a little bit more. Let's correct this wire. One of my pet peeves. Pull that right down, there we go. Like magic. Joe, I saw the sidecar today. Josh sent me your work in progress photo. Very, very nicely done. More work than I'd be willing to give Josh. I think he gets the chip brush from me from now on. In fact, when that motorcycle arrives, I might just pour the paint into the body and just kind of swing it around. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. A little bit of clarity. See, it's so amazing. A little tiny bit of work, and this whole thing just changes. Oh, where'd my brush go? There we go. Enhance trees. Just giving it like little bits here and there so it adds some texture. Nice. Oh God, did you really send it, Josh? Because I have no time for that thing. None. You shan't be getting a correction or a paint job anytime soon. I'm telling you. Who's got a pet peeves list? Servo horn. I'm not going to get rid of that. We're going to leave it because it's body matched. Oh, wait. There is one more offending. Wire. There we go. It's on its way. Put it on your mantle for a while. Like behind me? I might do that. I could do that. I will do that. Consider it done. All right. A little more sky. Drama. Ugh, gross. Ruined it. Anyway, there. That's it. Full screen. Cool Turk. Before. After. Subtle correction. Makes a big difference. Booked until May. Good God. All right. I will send you something. And we can talk about it later. Message me your address on Instagram, and I'll get it out to you. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. All right. Thank you, Arrakis. I'm digging that one. Let's before it and after it one more time, and we're going to move on. Jonathan Johnson sent us this nice-looking Toyota. Hey, look at all those spare tires. By the time you get it, it'll be May. True enough. True enough. Nice looking RC 4-wheel drive Trailfinder 2. Looks like you swapped out the stalkers, which are right up there, for some other tires. So nicely done. Like your out of focus background. Like the little tufts of scale accurate snow. Very nice. Let's keep that white balance sort of where it was, because it looked pretty good right there. Touch lower on the exposure. Pull our highlights down a little bit. Hey, Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99. I always enjoy this stream. Thank you. I always enjoy you people watching, so thank you. Much appreciated. That looks pretty good already. Amp up our texture a little bit and bring in some clarity. Just looking at some presets, seeing if there's anything in there that I like. But I think I'm pretty much happy. I'm always happy when I'm doing my own corrections. You know what I mean? Sometimes, oh yeah, see, like even just bringing out that clarity, you see that there's a fair bit of weathering that's been put into this body, and it looks really good, nice and natural. The driver's obviously gotten out to take this picture. Let's check our HSLs here. Let's go and bring some more orange in there. And I'm going to pull back our yellow a little bit because those headlights are a little bit out of control. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh yeah, Andy, the driver pose episode. I forgot all about that. Let's do that. Let's do that next week. Special episode. Send me your best comp pose. Preferably keep the truck in the shot, but I want to see, like, you know, your comp stance next to the truck. So if you're like staring at it and hunched over, that's what I want to see. So do it, please. That'll be amazing. I'm going to try to just top tip. Always good to have inner fenders with a TF2. Definitely a worthwhile investment if you don't make your own. This one's going to be tough. I'm just going to have to live with it just a little bit darker. That'll have to do. Don't forget your tongue hanging out. Also an option, I guess. All right. Just going to pull in a Sky Drama filter on there. And that looks pretty good. Hey, anybody noticed that it's been 29 minutes and we haven't had a audio dropout problem? It's because I'm not using that NVIDIA broadcast software because it seems to break the computer every time I use it. Should be scale drivers doing a compose. I also will accept that, Paul. Excellent idea. Scale Nats is going to be Zoolander photo shoot style. Bring it, Josh. Before, after. Before, after. I think that looks pretty good. Very cool. Love it. All right. Jonathan Johnson, thank you very much for your submission. 29. I mean, 39. It has been 39 minutes, hasn't it? I'm not very good at math. Yeah. Very cool. PS11 on your sweatshirt scale studio, huh? Cool, cool, cool. All right. Here's one from RC Patina Guy with an RC driver. Oops. Full screen. Get out of here. This was for RC Driver. RC Patina Guy did this body and definitely added some patina for this, what is this? Bronco Traxxas TRX4 project that RC Driver did. Greg is a great friend. Definitely someone I respect in this hobby industry, and he's a good fella. If you're not already a subscriber, you definitely should be. His review videos are second to none, in my opinion. No longer Chris Drift. You need something more appropriate. Right on. Well, the Scale Studio definitely works. I like it. All right. I feel like we should do something kind of fun with this one. I love the red lift. Flat and green doesn't look too bad either. But warm contrast is one of my favorites, and it always looks good on an older, cruddier truck. The next thing you can do is add some grain in there so it feels like an older photo. Amazing, right? And then let's go in and actually do some more correction to it. We'll probably pull down the saturation a little bit, but then we're going to go back in and resaturate the blue. So everything gets a little bit pulled down, but blue begins a little more of a highlight. And then we'll pull some more aqua into that as well. Maybe even adjust our luminance a little bit. There we go. That's looking pretty cool. Any recommendations on airbrush paint? Yeah, the plates are brand new. Good one. I use the Proline paint. But I guess Creatix is a pretty good one too. Spaztix, if you can find it still. I don't know if it even exists. But the top tip with the Proline paint, if you're going to use it, what I would do is spray Tamiya flat clear on the inside. If you're doing an inside job, even on the outside, flat clear. And then lay in your Proline paint. It'll adhere so much better to the body than if you don't do that. Also hit it with a hairdryer in between so it warms up and dries the paint very quickly. That's what you want. Also high pressure, I think, or lower pressure. Maybe lower pressure. That could be it. I'll have to experiment further, but that's what I would do. All right. Midtones. We're going to throw a bit more warmth at those mids, a little tiny bit. As you can see, it's not a huge difference, but it does make a big change overall. Shadows. I feel like we're pretty good there. I don't have a ton of room because this is a pre-affected photo, so we're going to do what we can with what we have. And then I'm going to throw just a medium vignette on this one as well. And I think going full screen is, well, that actually doesn't look so bad in full screen. Before, after. I think we've done like an old magazine cover. Before, after. I dig it. I think that looks really cool. That's a good one. Thank you, RC Patina Guy, for sharing that. And Greg, nice job on that truck. It looks very, very cool. Moving on. If you'd like to submit your own photos, submissions at scalebuildersguild.com. Just send me a email with your photos. RAW, JPEG, PNG, NEF, DEX, XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Any of those will work. Ah! Yikes. Is this the creep? I can't. Is that the creep body? I can't remember if that's the creep. Let me put a Toyota logo on it, though, so it's like to fake me out. Hank B, thanks for your submission. Nice looking VS410 Ultra? Is that an Ultra? I can't tell from here. Looks like it might be. But it's creeping up on you. I like the reflection, though. That is cool. What an interesting framing for a photo. That's really, really neat. I like it. Okay. Let's have some fun with photography. Gonna warm it up a little bit here. Pull our highlights down a little bit. Shadows density as well. A little bit of texture and definitely clarity. I think it just kind of screams for a little bit of clarity. Going to add some vibrance as well, and maybe even a touch of saturation. There's so many more options here, though. This is going to be so cool. Flip the photo 180. You'll never know. You will, though. Let's See if we can get a little more out of there. Pull more blue in. So neat. What a cool photo. I'm going to use our brush here, and we're going to do a tree enhance. Cool. What I'm doing here is I'm adding orange into our reflection. You can see that kind of creeping in. It's because you're seeing the bottom of the rocks here, and it's reflecting the sky. Looks really cool. Is this first or second semester? This is like 17th semester. I don't know. A little more purple in those rocks. That does look pretty cool, man. All right, I'm going to do another brush here on our truck this time, because I want to see a bit more of it. I feel like we're losing it a little bit. Do shadow one. There we go. And then I can retexture that and add a little more clarity as well. What a neat artistic photo. That's cool. Yeah, Mike, I'm dying, dude. I'm not. It won't be an early night tonight either. Gotta jump on my next project right after this. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. Let's go full screen for a moment here. What a neat photo, man. That is awesome. Before, after. That's a pretty cool improvement. Hank B, great photo, man. Thank you very much for submitting that one. Much appreciated. I'm digging it. All right, let's move on to another one here. This one's from Jason Cook. Very clean SCX-10 XJ. Excuse me, I like that color combo, and those wheels and tires look really good on there too. That's the stock tire. You might be right, Quack RC. That previous photo from Hank might be the one. Darwin, I'm on number 10 of 85, and I know there's another 30 in my inbox that I haven't even gotten to yet, so there's a lot of pics. No shortage of content here on the Scale Builders Guild. Just a little crop there. Get rid of that snow. And let's cool it off a little bit for now. Exposure's feeling pretty good. Just wondering if there's anything in that sky, and there isn't much. Contrast feels pretty good. Pull our highlights. Your shadows up a little tiny. Well, actually, let's pull our shadows down for this one. Texture. I like that stripe pattern on there too, Jason. Nice job. Clarity as well. Ooh, yeah. Let's go back into our HSLs and get our orange slider boosted. But let's go into our luminance. Pull it down a little bit. And then we'll go into hue. And really make it coppery. There we go. That looks pretty good. Throw a light vignette on this one. I think we'll pull in a grad here for our sky. That's pretty good. Do another one from the bottom. We'll make this one warmth. Feels pretty neat. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good just like that. I think those are Vanquish Curry axles. Those are the Rock Jock for the SCX-10 II. Full screen for a moment. Nice modern looking retro XJ. Wish that light bar was on. That'd be pretty cool too. Before, after. Before, after. Nice. A little more drama in there. I like it. I'm feeling it. Okay. Jason Cook, thank you very much for your submission. You like how the roof bar, light bar, roof bar, isn't just mounted to the roof. Yes, mounted to an actual roof rack, as it should be. Yeah, it is a good looking truck. And he did a very good job of trimming it. It's really hard to keep that little bottom piece. Oh, you know what? Now that I see those wires, I can't unsee them. See if we can get rid of those. Subtly. Without too much interference on everything else. Why would the light bar be on during the day? Because it's fun to blind people. Obviously. I don't know. I would turn it on for a photo. Very nice. Good job on that one, Jason. Thanks for your submission. All right, moving on. Ronald Parada. Looks to be a very compy SCX-10 II with some nice custom metal work. Toyota body. This is definitely set up to be a comp truck. You can tell because of this bumper at the back here. Pitbull tires. It's got a Recon G6 logo on there. Lots of little scale details. Looks like it's got a winch. Yeah, very cool looking truck. Nice and low. Yes, cleared 808. I know you didn't. I said at the beginning of this episode, there's a whole whack of people whose emails I have lost. So I need you to resend me an email so I can send you your truck back. So you were on that list. Please send me an email and I will get you your photo back. My apologies. I was clearing out the email because there were so many that I was like, I'll just get rid of some of these. And then as soon as I realized what I had done, I felt very, very stupid. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. All right. Warm it up a little bit. Yes, I can definitely get rid of some of this stuff down here. That works. I don't know if we'll be able to get rid of that, but we'll try. Not perfect. Let's do it again. There, that's better. Okay. Cool. Phoenix, I feel stupid all the time. Well, hey. We can't all... It can't be perfect. Nobody's perfect in Australia. Should we do a little warm contrast on this one? Or should we try... Should we do black and white? Should we do that? I feel like we haven't done a good black and white in a while. What say you, people? Is black and white an option for tonight? I think it would look pretty neat. I mean, it's a good photo, though. I maybe feel like we're not maybe doing it justice if we do black and white. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's keep it in the greens, maybe. It does look good. Black and white. Okay, people are popping in saying black and white. So maybe black and white it is. It's a very small photo. So let's go black and white. I think it kind of makes it look kind of neat. I think we can amp up the clarity even further and the texture too. Yeah. Yeah. A little less contrast. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm digging it. That looks pretty neat. I don't think it'll hold up to full screen very well, but that's a cool option. It's always good to do something different every once in a while. Yeah, I guess it is sort of a little tiny bit showing that. If you were looking for it, you would see it. But otherwise, I think it's safe. We can get. You know what? I'm super smart. There. I tricked you. There we go. All right. Let's. So thank you, Ronald P, for that. Very cool photo. Thank you for sending that my way. I do have a feeling some of these photos are going to be from the very older emails, so I may end up asking people for emails again next week. Yeah. Let's do this one from RC Patina Guy. Whoa, massive photo. Very cool power wagon. Look at all that custom metal work. Is that ever cool? Nice looking body. Copper dog. He's a copper dog. That's cool as. Nice use of 2.2s as well. Or is that just how big the boggers are at 1.9? Anyway, regardless, cool looking photo. Thank you for the submission, RC Patina Guy. Let's have some fun. Let's go artiste. There are 1.9s, okay. Turquoise and red for this one. Then I'm going to go into our HSLs and I'm going to change the hues on our greens to be a little bit out of the realm of reality. And I'm going to pull more saturation into orange and yellow and red. That green's looking a little hot. So we're going to pull the saturation on greens down, change our hue back a little bit because that was way too much. Different is always good. I agree. Some more blue going on. Ooh. Some more blue saturation going on there is what I wanted. Same thing with aqua. You should see it come up in these little bits and pieces here a little bit more. I love what it's doing to these tires. Wow. Just adding a bit more red, changing the hue a little bit on that as well. Go back to our texture. Overcrank our clarity. Dude, that looks pretty cool. And then I ruin it by going black and white. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And then a little bit of a vignette on that too. Full screen. What a cool truck. Cool truck. Oh, that's the all black body. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see, before. After. That's cool. Copper dog. I love it. Very cool. I'm pleased with that. And with that, I think we're at the end. It's been an hour. We got 12 photos done, which is pretty significant. Let's go through all 12 together. And I'll just go full screen for this so we can see them all full screen. Starting with Vidjo's wife's truck. Before and after. Nice little subtle correction. Get us a little more sky and some texture. And then moving on to Andreas Niedermeyer's giveaway winner right here, the Hemi-Storm Trail Runner. Before and after. Very cool. Another nice photo here. This one from Dale Chrisman. Before and after. I love that photo. That one's really awesome. That might be a contender. Also, I mean, this one could also be a contender. This is pretty good photos so far. Another one from Dale Chrisman. This one here, the 1.9 Wraith. Before, after. It's a nice looking blazer from MNRC Killer. Before, after. This nice one from Arrakis. He's done a lot of submissions in the past. Before. Really big difference on this one, actually. And after. Great looking TF2 from Jonathan Johnson. Johnson! Before. And after. RC Patina Guy via, or RC Driver via RC Patina Guy. Before and after. That one was fun. I like that one. This is a really cool shot here from Hank B. Before and after. BP1 GoPro 2, send them to submissions at scalebuildersguild.com. It's in the description of the video. This one from Jason Cook, before and after. Nice black and white shot from somebody. Who sent me this one? Ronald P. Before, after. It's fun to do black and white. And finally, another RC Patina Guy. Before and after. Thank you to everybody who made your submissions this week. Some definitely cool photos. I'm pretty pleased with all of those, if I'm honest. Ooh, man, I do look tired. Yikes. It's been a long day. Yeah, send them all to that email address in the description, and thanks to my mods for helping out with some comments there. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll try to send these out, provided I have email addresses. If I don't, I might actually do maybe I'll do like a Facebook post or something so we can get some email addresses to come in so I can get these all out to people. Regardless, it's always a pleasure taking my time to make these photos look better. I love doing it. We're going to keep doing it as long as we can. Stay tuned for tomorrow night. Live stream takeover. Season 2 underway. Very, very cool. Looking forward to that. 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be ribbing Josh endlessly. And we're probably going to talk more drag cars again because Traxxas did come out with that teaser on their Traxxas/drag or drag/ something. Anyway, see you all tomorrow night. Have a good one, fam.